welcome back everybody. So I want to show you how to add on the feet. Okay, so now I already cut these out. I made sure they were inside that line that I was talking about in the last video, and I traced it with my needle tool. Okay, so now you really need to make sure that you slip and score really good. Now I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible, so I'm using a scoring tool, but you're just going to use your needle tool. It's totally fine. It actually, if you don't use the scoring tool properly, it's actually worse than if you just do it with your needle tool. Like, it actually ends up taking longer, just because if you don't do it right or at the right time for the clay, you don't score enough, then it's easier to get it messed up. So you're just going to use your needle tool for doing the scoring, but make sure you really get in there. This is the one time you want heck of goobers, right? Lots of clay boogies on this part. So slip and score really well, get it all funky, and see how I went just slightly larger than my line. Now I know I gave you the little water pins, and you can use that if you're doing a small amount of scoring, but if you're doing a large area like this, just go get the little cup with the big fluffy brush. It'll go way faster and it'll be less likely to get messed up. Okay, so now when you squeeze it on, make sure you're actually getting, you know, the stuff squeezing out. You want it to pop like a pimple, where stuff is more satisfying when you squeeze. Okay, and then just rub your finger around. Remember, you never want to add extra water to this process, but if you get stuff smooth using the water from slip and scoring, this particular project, if you get too much water on it, just kind of like smooth off with your fingers. I wouldn't try to pat it down with the actual paper towel. I mean, I guess you could set it on here lightly, but because it'll leave like marks and stuff. But if you get a bunch on your fingers, just wipe it off on a paper towel. So now I've already slipped and scored the rest of these. The rest of the time, because you still, it's almost class. You still want to make sure that this stays on here as much as possible. So use this opportunity to really spend some time and like smooth everything out. Like, use the back end of your tool to really go in and make all those little areas nice and, you know, make it look really good. Like, don't leave all the little hangy junk or the little lines and stuff like that. Okay, so in the next video, probably tomorrow when I make it, I will show you how to do the handles. All right, thanks everybody.